I don't have that. Okay. Oop, 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 oop. Okay. So, hello. I don't know if you can hear my background. If you can, I'm sorry. That is beyond my control at the moment. I think because I'm in the kitchen, sitting at the table, because that is my workspace. So, if you hear things, I'm sorry. I even bought a microphone that's it's pretty mid, honestly, but I'm hoping that it does some degree of noise cancellation with regard to my background. So um yeah, so this is technically my second time live streaming on YouTube, but the first time, I don't know, it was kind of dry, and the UI kind of looks a little different too from what I'm used to doing. So I'm just gonna say it's the first time, just because it makes it easier. But I am finishing up these JoJo pieces I've been working on. The original intent, the original intent was that they were going to be photo cards, and they still will be. But I think I might use them, repurpose them rather for other things as well. Um, but we'll see. Right now, I'm just talking, but yeah, this is definitely a gorilla stream. Is that what they call it when you don't schedule anything, you just go live, just raw dog it? Yeah, that's what this is. I want to try to give my YouTube more attention. I've been I don't know if you go to jail if you mention other platforms like on TikTok, but um I've been live streaming on TikTok mostly. Not that often though. Like the last time it was a couple months ago. And I was pretty consistent over there. But then life happened and then I stopped live streaming because I just couldn't really find an optimal time to do that. But yeah. Hello, Jocelyn. Welcome in. Yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna finish these. Gyro's the last one. I've low key been procrastinating him. Um, yeah, I've been procrastinating him because he's my favorite, and I want him to look good. So the anxiety of me being worried about not doing him justice like got to me. But I tweaked him. He looks good. Earlier, over on the other app, I tweaked his face a little bit. So if you want to look here, you can't really see. Hold on. Da 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 da. This is what he looked like before, and it's very minor, but like I tweaked his finger here, and his eye looked off to me. So I was like, let me fix that because it's making me mad. And so now it looks better. It looks like this, and now we have the flats, and we're good. Whoa, there's I don't know if there's actually okay. Wow. Hello. I was that jump scared me. Sorry. Um hello everyone. But yeah, so we're going to finish up this gyro. I'm going to show you guys the other ones I finished earlier. And by earlier, I mean like 2 days ago. That's how bad the procrastination was. So, finished hot pants. I'm also going to change the background. I haven't really decided on what I want it to be, but I think I might do something golden ratio related. Still sitting on it. But we have hot pants. Hello, Vin. We have hot pants. We have Diego, who at first I wasn't feeling, but now I really like how he turned out. So yeah, big big enjoyer of how this turned out so far. But we have Diego, and then we have Johnny, which I made two versions of. Um, in I'm a big fan of when Johnny has the colorway where he looks like a ginger. So I drew Ginger Johnny, and then I have the alternate where he's like not a ginger and he's just blonde and standard. Where's the what layer did I put the freckles on? There we go. Yeah, so we have that one there too. Um, yeah, so there's that. Let me should I just okay. I don't know. Yeah, there we go. But this isn't about him. Not about Johnny. It's about Gyro. So if you want to see me render, get ready, because I'm gonna be struggling today. But yeah, all these are gonna be photo cards I will have available for pre-order at a later date. Yeah, let's see. I kind of want to zoom in on this without it being like weird. I don't know. Is this okay? I hope it's okay. God, I'm sorry. Okay, so what I like to start off with first, uh, a little bit of blush. And I use the airbrush tool and I have it very, 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 very soft. I think I tweaked. No, I didn't. Okay, standard airbrush tool. Very soft. Uh, very soft with a kind of a saturated color. And then here specifically, I want to separate the neck area and then do the same. Hi, Purple. Thank you. I'm good. I'm just trying to be a good noodle when it comes to productivity. Uh, Thank you for stopping by the way. I've never really streamed on YouTube, so it's nice to have. So sorry. So it's nice to have a little change in pace in terms of platform. Ah, we all seem chill over here. So yeah, I'm sad though I can't really have any like fancy streaming setup though. Like I have a laptop and I have OBS and everything, but my laptop doesn't connect to the Wi-Fi for some reason, so I can't really get fancy with it. But I hope this is just as good, at least for now. Okay, so we have the basic lay of the land here, and I'm going to color pick this just so that way I will make sure it goes into my history. And then I'm going to color pick this and use my flat brush. This is my brush of choice. And then I'll just go here and then here. And it looks crazy, but please, please, please trust. Trust the process. And then I try to keep my strokes big. I try not to get tempted by, whoops, details too early. So I try to keep my brush size kind of big while also save, or at least attempt to save it for last. And then something I'm trying to practice and kind of get better at is brush economy or stroke economy. Because you can low-key kind of tell I don't know how to explain this very well, but the fewer strokes that you use with your brush, it looks more clean. And I want to practice getting better at that. But I still have much to learn. This is why I had this here. So I'm going to reference how I colored. This will cut this here. More even. Bruh. I don't like wearing like tablet gloves, but I know that it would save me so much annoyance and pain. Okay. Ask him to take wild other work. And I don't know. It's not what I expected. But also, I'm not mad at it. But the songs that I found this artist from were more EDM-y. So that's kind of what I was expecting. But I just thought that was fun. Okay. Not. Oof. Ah! This is okay. Ugh, no, it's bad. Too big. So I'm just trying to make sure. It's like a mixture of trying to uh, make sure things blend in, but at the same time, mm, this is what I mean by stroke economy. I don't really. Let's redo this part. There. I think that's a little better. Kind of. Kinda. Yeah. Okay. It's a little better. Okay. Cool, 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 cool. Okay. Shame. Uh, uh, just did that. I think part of the problem is that I didn't. This isn't saturated enough, for sure. That's okay. Let me just clean this up. Keeping things kind of clean has been another struggle for me. But oops. Okay. Ah. Okay. Cool. Um. I'm too awkward for this. Um. I don't know if this is gonna save. I'm sorry if you're gonna watch like the VOD and then you're gonna be like, oh my god, it's giving nothing. Because it's true. I don't know. I'm not a very good talker unless there's someone talking to me. And even then, too awkward for this. But talking to myself in stream also feels kind of weird. No one's around, so I'm a little hesitant to do that. But yeah, I think something I would probably want to approach point of discussion. It's like this. I don't know. I feel some kind of way when my fellow artists continuously complain about. Okay, maybe more specific. I If you're an artist who is whose ultimate goal is to um, make a living off of your work. I don't understand why there is so much complaining over needing to promote your work. Um, like, if you want to make a living off of it, then what you're essentially doing is a job. Um, and I know that word scares people sometimes, but I think it's important to realize that. And like, yeah, you can complain about the algorithm and stuff like that. Um, but there's only so much complaining you can do. Like, there's only so much complaining you can do. And blaming the algorithm um for just simply not doing a better job of showing off your work. And for people to commission you or to buy your stuff or like anything like that, I feel like you have to be able to do some degree of, you know, marketing yourself, advertising yourself. And I do agree with the sentiment where it's like, I just want to draw. I don't want to have to do all this. Like, yeah, totally. But also consider that if you want to make art your job, you have to treat it like a job. And drawing is just one part of the job. Um, Especially when it comes to like, if you're only going to be an artist online, then like, if you're only going to be an artist online, right? And you have a variety of reasons for why you can't do things in person, or you can't do like shows like an artist alley, or you know your networking isn't that great, or your socializing isn't that great, then you gotta pick something. You have to work with what you have because your options are already limited. um and if you can't make it work out, then like, you're just making it harder for yourself, because then you're just wallowing in this. It's the algorithm's fault. It's the algorithm's fault. If I finally hit um my dream of virality, then I will suddenly be able to do what I want and all my dreams will come true, which is not true. It's not true at all. And I think there is a big misunderstanding that having a lot of followers or likes or whatever vanity metric of choice um, will equate to, you know, having copious amounts of people who want to support your work monetarily, which is absolutely not the case. Unless you are very specific and particular about how you are getting your followers and making sure that the people who make up your follower base are people who are actively looking to spend and who want to support you in that way. And I think that's something that people tend to forget, especially when you are only paying attention to metrics, vanity metrics. Um, this is not looking right. maybe I'm just I don't know. This happens when I try to talk me up. But yeah, I don't know how I feel about seeing all those um complaints about the algorithm anymore. It's like, my guy, if you don't want to do that, then what are you going to do? Either you get with the program or you don't. And I also don't really like that people just boil down social media to just like trends and whatnot, because you don't have to actively participate in trends if you don't want to. I don't know if anyone has been told that, but like that's completely optional. Statistically, will it help you stand out a little bit more? Or rather, will it help people find you? Yeah, duh. But like, it's not necessary. If anything, trends make your job easier. And by not participating in them, like, kind of shooting yourself in the foot. But I also understand not wanting to hop in on those things. And I also feel like, I don't know. I don't know. There's also a degree of like being your own personal op in that you are kind of self sabotaging you because of mm, maybe pride reasons, not wanting to be seen as cringe. I don't know how to best describe it, but I'm like thinking. I keep going back and forth between like changing this. It's funny, but yeah. Ooh. Let's see. I've overworked his face, I think, but I'm gonna stay the course. But yeah, I don't know. I feel like people are blowing up or making a bigger deal of the algorithm, the algorithm more than it needs to be. When I also think it just there's a lot that goes into it for sure. But if you want to treat this as your job, then you have to act like it's your job. Um it's like Shrek green. That's not gonna work. I don't know. Dang, what if I don't like this anymore? I keep trying to salvage it. It's looking crazy. Yeah, I don't know. I I do kind of want to make a don't even know, a video to kind of go through it a little more. I don't know. I think the topic is fascinating, but I also believe that it's one of those hard to swallow truths that people just keep trying to avoid because yeah, it's like the algorithm, yeah, it's not that great. But I also don't like when people continuously use it as a boogeyman for why things aren't going right for them. Especially when we are on Beyonce's internet and we can look up ways to do better when it comes to our content and how to be better at marketing, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That's just a thought that I had. I probably should have opened with that, but I got nervous. I don't know. I got scared earlier because I saw like 15 people hopped in all at once, and I would deer in headlights. And now there's not a whole lot going on. Stretch. That's okay. His face is too smooth. I think I'm gonna redo this. I'm gonna redo this. I don't like it. Excuse me. It's not it, unfortunately. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna redo this. And this looks way better. Okay. That's fine. I don't want to restart it. Okay. I need to though. Goodbye. Alright. Back to where we started. I'm not gonna be as neat with this one. Okay. And if it looks too overwhelming, it's fine, whatever. I will simply deal. This can go farther out, but I'll fix that after I finish coloring. His ear is like super. Um,